Do you remember Smurf flavored ice cream? It was blue in color, but it was actually fior di latte. Well, it's back. And along with it, its color has returned, now featured on the Morbidelli bikes. It's the official color of the new Italian brand owned by China's Kiwi. This is the T502X, the bike with which Morbidelli wants to enter the low-cost enduro segment. Do you want to know what it's like? What I liked and what I didn't, I'll tell you now. First of all, the engine. Inline twin cylinder, 180-degree crank, 486 cubic centimeters and 48 horsepower. So it's a native two-cylinder and therefore fits within the A2 license category without needing to be detuned. What did I like about this engine? First of all, the power delivery. Even though there's no ride-by-wire and the throttle is cable-operated, it's completely free of any hiccups, and the calibration and torque are really convincing, especially at low and mid-range revs. It doesn't rev out a lot, but for an enduro, that's just fine. What didn't completely convince me? The gear shift lever, because while the gearbox is fairly precise, the gear changes are a bit stiff, both when shifting up and down. On the other hand, the clutch is like butter. You can really pull it with your pinky finger and the engagement is perfect. The ergonomics are pretty spot on. The seat is 830 millimeters from the ground, but you can still touch the ground fairly well with your toes because the center here, the seating area, is actually quite narrow. The foot pegs are well positioned and the leg angle isn't too extreme. In my opinion, the handlebar is just a little bit high, but I have to say you can ride comfortably all day long anyway. One small thing to point out, the seat is soft and flat, which is great, but after sitting for many hours, you do end up feeling the base underneath a bit. The braking system is branded Kotakwan with radial calipers and 300mm discs. I have to say it's a well-calibrated setup, especially in terms of the ABS, which actually has a fairly high activation threshold. The pressure point is excellent, and when you pull, there's just the right amount of power. And I also like the rear brake. 180mm of travel for the front wheel, 165 for the rear wheel. The monoshock has progressive linkage and is adjustable for preload. The 43mm fork is not adjustable. Overall though, I really like this chassis. That it's very well balanced between the front and rear, and especially when you push it, it keeps up with you, which isn't so common for an affordable bike. And even when riding two up with a passenger, the monoshock doesn't struggle. In short, it's a bike that can travel without too many problems. For me, the chassis gets a passing grade. 5,990 euros is the price of the new Morbidelli T502X. What do you think about this new Chinese 500cc Enduro with an Italian name? Let me know down below in the comments.